Dreams unfold with colors bold, they shimmer in the crowd. From nothing to everything, we build this paradise. Freedom in our hearts, we're reaching for the skies.
Excuse me, Mary. Just 'cause I'm a gamer doesn't mean I'm weak. We're not the same.
Whispered hopes turn into roars. Mountains move by steady hands. In the sea of endless stars, we command and take our stand. Liberty tonight, our anthem, loud and proud. Dreams unfold with colors bold, they shimmer in the crowd. From nothing to everything, we build this paradise. Freedom in our hearts, we're reaching for the skies. Whispered hopes turn into roars. Mountains move by steady hands. In the sea of endless stars, we command and take our stand.
Excuse me, married for 14 years.
Liberty tonight, our anthem, loud and proud. Dreams unfold with colors bold, they shimmer in the crowd. From nothing to everything, we build this paradise. Freedom in our hearts, we're reaching for the skies. Tonight's the night we claim our fate. No more silence, no more wait. With every step we elevate, creating worlds we celebrate.
Excuse me.
Liberty tonight, our anthem, loud and proud. Dreams unfold with colors bold, they shimmer in the crowd. From nothing to everything, we build this paradise. Freedom in our hearts, we're reaching for the skies.
No girlfriend setup. Girlfriend? Girlfriend, excuse me. Excuse me, married for 14 years. Just 'cause I'm a gamer doesn't mean I'm maidenless. We're
We
not the
started
same.
with a spark.
And my wife, she has her own setup. It's a lot more expensive
In a
than mine. You
world
wanna
so
see it?
dark and
I got you.
plain, now we're lighting up the night, making magic from our veins. Liberty tonight, our anthem, loud and proud. Dreams unfold with colors bold, they shimmer in the crowd. From nothing to everything, we build this paradise. Freedom in our hearts, we're reaching for the
More
skies.
expensive than mine. You wanna see it?
Whispered hopes turn into roars. Mountains move by steady hands.
No girlfriend setup.
In the sea of endless stars,
Excuse me, married for 14
we
years. Just 'cause
command
I'm a
and take
gamer
our stand.
doesn't mean I'm maidenless. We're not the same.
Liberty
and my
tonight, our anthem, loud and proud. Dreams unfold with colors bold, they shimmer in the crowd. From nothing to everything, we build this paradise. Freedom in our hearts, we're reaching for the skies. Whispered hopes turn into roars.
No girlfriend setup. Girlfriend?
Mountains move by steady hands.
Excuse me, married for 14 years. Just 'cause I'm
In
a
the
gamer.
sea of endless stars,
We're not the same. And my
we
wife,
command and take our
a
stand.
lot more expensive than mine. You wanna see it? I got you.
Liberty tonight, our anthem, loud and proud. Dreams unfold with colors bold, they shimmer in the crowd. From nothing to everything, we build this paradise. Freedom in our hearts, we're reaching for the skies. Tonight's the night we claim our fate. No more silence, no more wait. With every step we elevate, creating worlds we celebrate.
She has her own setup. It's a lot more expensive than mine.
Liberty
You wanna see it?
tonight, our anthem, loud and proud. Dreams unfold with colors bold, they shimmer in the crowd. From nothing to everything, we build this paradise. Freedom in our hearts, we're reaching for the skies.
No girlfriend setup. Girlfriend, excuse me, married for 14 years. Just 'cause I'm a gamer.
Welcome to Liberty Tonight. the only pro-liberty late-night variety show. Hosted by Brian Piotr and starring King Libertarian. Special guests, hilarious commentary, skits, gags, and more fun are just ahead. And here's Brian.
Liberty tonight, everybody. I'm Brian Piotr, otherwise known as Liberty Maximus, and tonight it's just going to be an incredible show that we have planned for you. Elon Musk and Donald Trump have decided to have a fight, not on the phone, not texting each other, out in public, on Twitter and Truth Social, their own social media companies that they each own, not crossing paths onto each other's, blowtorching it from one and the other. And it's been just an incredible show. You grab the popcorn, like, I don't eat sugar. I grabbed an ice cream popsicle and sat down on X, and I was just like buzzing, and it was absolutely crazy. That's me going off the rocker. Anyways, welcome to Liberty Tonight, where freedom never sleeps. We can't go about our business, and we can't really know what we're supposed to think as libertarians. Which side of this battle were we supposed to take? It's impossible to know. And so we submit ourselves to a monarch, the ruler of all of us, the king of all the libertarians. And so please stand up, lift up your glass, take off your hat, and hear what he has to say. Jordan, you are up.
Hear ye, I am King Libertarian, benevolent dictator of libertarianism, slayer of statists, hater of bureaucrats, Team Elon, and all-around badass monarch. Now silence, peasants, your king is speaking. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what do we have here? A clashing of titans, the two most powerful men in the entire world battling it out in real time in what amounts to a digital Jerry Springer episode. And there's the best part. We're all in the audience together, able to hurl our boos and whoops and even interact with them directly, as Brian and I are living proof. So there you have it. They're getting a divorce. Who pays the alimony if you're both millionaires? Who knew all those nights Elon sleeping at the office was because it was either that or the couch? Joe Biden reportedly called Trump to offer his support during this trying time. Joe recounted leaving his sick wife for the babysitter and urged Trump to move on to a younger tech genius as soon as possible. Putin reportedly responded to the public feud saying, "We get along better than Ukraine than they do with each other." We are all in for some epic times in the near future, if it wasn't apparent path already. As literally foreshadowed many months ago, the Cybertruck has blown up at Trump Tower. Now, back to Squire Brian.
Okay, so, yeah, here's the tweet that started the day. Guys, today is not a normal day. Elon Musk woke up and he chose violence. And that's just the truth. Something clicked inside his brain where he's like, I've got $200 billion. I'm going to say whatever the F I think. And so he got up and said, I'm sorry, I can't stand it anymore. This is a massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill. It's a disgusting and abomination. Shame on those who voted for it. You know what you did. You know what you did.
Oh.
Say you're a bad boy. Lauren Boebert knows she's a bad girl, but what about the other 434 members of Congress?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Man,
Elon, the principal of principalities, the the dozier of the doctrine, the philanthropist of philosophy, the man who's been tweeting Milton Friedman and talking about the deficit and debt and the money supply and how we're selling out our kids' futures. It's almost as if there was somebody that had done this before and had said these things in a political contest and context, especially having to do with the Republican Party and being actually a principled party that cares about real issues with economic policy and monetary policy and overseas policy. And
Yes.
who could have blazed this trail, Brian Piotr? Who
Was it
could be the progenitor of this entire thing?
Ron, the man, the goat? I see Commode Bear talking about goats. The original goat, Ron Paul, which,
That's
by the
right.
way, leads us to the goal of the evening, which is also probably going to extend into the following evenings, and that is get Brian to Ron Paul's birthday barbecue. I am raising money. I want to go to the show. I want to wear a Rand Paul, Thomas Massey 2028 shirt. I want to go rep our brand, take some video for the show, meet all the people that go there. I want each and every one of you to go too. But so please contribute on Rumble Rants, contribute at thefordlibertyshop.com, buying Liberty Tonight merch. Every dollar I am scrapping it together, booking a ticket. I'm going to Texas. Everybody loves Ron Paul. If you don't love Ron Paul, get out of the show. I don't need you.
Yes.
I'm happy to have everyone else. The rest of the world agrees Ron Paul is the greatest living American, and he deserves the respect of his 90th birthday party being an absolutely amazing celebration. I'm going to go. Thank you for helping us raise money a couple of weeks ago so that the king can travel to go see the Rat Cafe in St. Augustine, Florida, where they actually pet rats. He's going to take some
Yes.
video, man on the street video. Next step, help me get to the birthday bash. Thank you
That's right.
for each and every one of you who support the show on a monthly basis. We have 5 current subscribers subscribing on a monthly basis. Thank you to each of you. We have a couple more subscribing members who are buying coffee every month. We have whiskey barrel aged coffee. I know Commode Bear is one of them. And just thank you all around. I hope we got some more merch coming into the store soon. Thomas Massey merch or Paul merch. I'm not sure. I'm being promised something. So I will share with you as soon as we have it. But let's just go through what actually happened.
Yes.
So there's a lot of tweets. There's like a crap load of tweets. I don't even
You
know.
just pull up this cacophony of majesty here, this thread.
So I can't believe that Donald and Elon got divorced during Pride Month. Is Fiery Waco's support. And Commode Bear says, Ron Paul is an amazing man. I wish we had more like him. Now, go forth and pet some cute rats and give them kisses. Thank you,
Yes.
both of you. I believe
Yes.
that we should find some nice funky jazz.
Yes.
You guys like this level?
And this devolved very quickly, right, Brian? It's over the big beautiful bill, the BBB, not to be confused with Brazilian butt lifts, or spray tanning of any kind. But you know, I like to see Massey and Rand not bow down to this, be principled on this, and be able to throw back into the face of people that say, like, look, and Rand did it perfectly. Is look, I endorsed Donald Trump. I voted for all of his cabinet secretaries. I voted on his tax cuts. But on this here, this is like, it has nothing to do with you and your branding of this. It is, we're not going to raise the debt ceiling $5 trillion and sell out our future. Like, sorry, that's sort of a red line. And if that's the thing, then you know, we got Elon on our side, which is very exciting.
I have to go back. Like, there's been so many. Like, where was the beginning? So it started out, okay, around this time, Trump says, I can't believe that Elon is being negative around me. I bet that's going to happen soon. He's just mad that I'm cutting his credits. That's the whole deal. And Elon's saying, hey, I got you elected This is all about the deficit. This is all about the debt. I don't give a crap about the credits. I don't give a crap about my contracts. Where's this guy? Here's all the tweets of Donald Trump saying, I don't want there to be a deficit. How dare you raise the debt limit? Look at, where's this guy? And then next up, John Thune. Where's this guy? John Thune saying the debt limit's a problem.
Right. Yes.
Let me find the big ones.
Yeah, they continue on, and yeah, just back and forth, and then I don't know if you could find the one that I had shared, but one about Trump, Elon, he dennised Trump. So to try to dig at Elon, Trump brought up the story in which they were talking about sending a woman to space, and then Elon made the joke that, and I guess Trump asked why, and he was like, the implication. And so Trump took that literally as if that was his real opinion, and then had it stored in his head about this time that Elon was really said a really weird thing to me, and had it ready to like spill to seem like Elon is crazy. If any of you are fans of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, you automatically understood what the joke was.
Yeah, and
Trump very much did not, and thought he was being literally creepy.
Trump didn't get the reference to a joke, but also like the tism. He's like, of course, of course, we're gonna need bedrooms in space. We're going to make babies, and we're gonna have more people. We're gonna have a city on Mars, and Elon's also like, yeah. Like, of course, we're going to have some private rooms in space. Where's the John
It's
Thune
a 3-month journey, bro. It's going to be a floating real-world road rules, a house together.
Look,
you're going to be in a dormitory house with a bunch of other people.
Trump, your third wife is a supermodel that's 40 years younger than you. Guys, why did you marry her? Can we not be grown-ups about this?
Right.
Astronauts are going on a mission where they're probably going to die. Why not go with somebody to be a partner? Why not go with your wife, right?
Yeah.
No one's gonna want to leave their wife behind. You want to just send only single dudes to Mars? Yeah.
What is the implication if you just send a bunch of dudes into space, 3-month mission, one way together? You're assuming that they're all gay, or better become comfortable with it, because I don't know if they're beaming porn into space. Would they beam like Skinamax to the space shuttle? I don't know. Maybe just load up a hard drive. All right, here's all of network television. Here's all of Seinfeld. Here's all of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and here's the porn. There you go.
I mean, we've already seen what happens when you deploy men to the other side of the world, away from their spouses with the Navy or the Army. Divorces.
Yeah.
Broken families. Like, that's not a recipe for a successful town.
Yeah. We have later coming up, our top 10 is the top 10 reasons why Elon and Trump actually broke up. So we'll have that coming up here soon. And always, King Libertarian's Truth or Tale. We'll have Conspiracy Corner, Culture Couch, and then if we get to it, America the Beautiful and Liberal Freakouts. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Anything else on the Trump Elon thing? Dude, for the latest information for everybody, if you're not serially on X like we are, it seems to have cooled off in the last hour. Elon has basically said, because somebody was like, hey, just chill out, man. Don't cancel the Dragon Crew. And then Elon reply was like, yeah, I guess we should just hang out. And then
somebody called somebody and said, cool your jets. And they finally got a hold of
yeah. So Elon Trump
probably called Elon.
Yeah. Elon, I don't know if it's him rolling on his back or maybe it's a mutual respect thing. Like, hey, let's do a detente here. But who knows? Maybe this is all theater. Maybe this is a way to continue to draw the Democrats out as hypocrites, because as this was happening, especially when he came out the Epstein list comment.
Well, let's cover the timeline. Let's cover the timeline. Elon says we need to create a new party that actually represents people.
Boom. That was the one big point. Yep. And then the Epstein.
And what's really funny is he said we need to represent the 80% of the people in the middle. 81% of the people have said yes with 3.6 million votes. That's
He's spot
on the
man.
money.
Yeah.
That's pretty on the money.
He knows what the hell he's talking about. And it's all in the data. Like at this point, that what he has access to, as far as not even the pool of data, which is enormous, but the data engineering of it to get to a visualization of it that you can ingest. That's why 3 hours before the polls closed, he goes, "We won," and got up and just walked away.
Yeah.
And he again, and that's a famous story, right? Because he had the app, or was it Trump? When in one of his interviews, he was like, "What happened that night?" He's like, "Yeah, Elon. He got up, he looked at his little app, he said, 'I'm done,' and then he walked away." You know, like he has the data. So, what do you think about him just trying to take over the Libertarian Party instead of creating a whole new political party? Because as you know,
Okay.
that's why the RFK campaign was so intertwined with the Libertarian Party.
Let's talk about that, but I want to
Yeah.
Okay, so the escalation was, let's start a new party. And then Trump is not releasing the Epstein files because he is on them. Like, we can't skip that.
No.
That is the most mic drop. We're ending the friendship. We're getting a divorce. We aren't friends
Yeah.
anymore. You're a pedo. You don't call someone a pedo with 100 million views and keep your friendship. Like that. How awkward
Yeah.
would it be to be a Doge employee? Like, say you're in the Social Security Administration and you're working for Doge, and like this is going on today. You're like, I don't know how long I have.
I feel so sorry for Big Balls.
Yeah.
I hope you're okay, Big Balls. It'll
Big-
be okay.
Big Balls was
It'll
at
be
the
okay.
table
You
with
get two
Donald Trump and
Christmases, Big
Elon,
Balls.
given
You'll
a
get two
good.
Christmases.
Yeah, dude. The two-party system has ran its course. Elon could 100% take over the Libertarian Party, have the organization that's all set up to have everyone on the ballot everywhere, and then just fill it as he wishes. It's an
Yeah.
empty vessel.
What do you
It is
What do you
a
guys think in the chat? Should Elon Musk just try to take over the Libertarian Party, or should he just do his own thing?
creating your own party
I mean,
is
maybe
so much
it's enough
work.
money where you could just flood. So if you could flood, so I think the Mises Caucus people, they were basically like, if you can get 5,000 people to just show up regularly, like at the state and national level or something like that, you could take over the party. It's just not enough saturation of other people. So if you could push money in and attract enough regular non-libertine polyamorous left libertarians you know, to then dilute their presence and basically wash them out.
Though, as I think
possible.
about it, like, of course he could do that. But the effort to organize and take over the party, what does it cost to set up your own party?
I think it would be much easier to take over the Libertarian Party.
I know it'd be super easy to take over the Libertarian Party, but say you wanted to start a party called the X Party, because let's be honest, that's what he's going to call it, right? It's going to be the freaking X Party. How much money does it take? Like 50 million, 100 million? Who cares?
Yeah.
You'd be like, you want this in cash? You want this? How would you like?
Right.
What's it take? Let's just do it. You hire people.
Right.
He already has that PAC that collected signatures in all the swing states. He's already a good way to just like file the paperwork and get the X Party created and invite everybody to join it. Because
Yeah.
however easy it is to do the LP Party, it has the baggage of Star Child and Chase Oliver and the people that have been in it for the last few years, and like, who wants to talk to those people? Probably nobody. So
we're gonna celebrate it here in a little bit, but happy Chase Oliver month, everybody.
happy
But
Chase
yeah,
Oliver
so
month.
Elon, so Elon called him a pedophile, but then Trump fired back, and basically, what did he say about Elon? Basically, Doge was ineffective or whatever. So Yeah, hopefully things cool down between the two. But like you said, saying, you're on the Epstein list, and that's why it hasn't come out yet. Man,
Guys,
hard to
we
hard to roll that one back.
we will see more tomorrow to see what the results had. Like, what was the phone call today? Will we have an apology on both sides tomorrow, or anything, or will it be guns a-blazing again? Right?
We live in an amazing time, an amazing space where we get to witness these things digitally in a giant theater and a giant coliseum, where modern day battles to the death are had right
Mm-hmm.
in front of our fingertips, in a little glass screen that brings the entire universe beaming into our faces.
And cancer dust, and I'm sure poison. But well, okay, Kermode Bear, go have fun doing goat things. CS Gondra, thank you for coming back. You've been an amazing regular. Thank you. LP become Liberty X. Fire Waco, Buck Nasty, pennies to him, purity test incoming. This is a reminder. What we're trying to fund this week is we've already had $15 towards our goal. I'd like to raise $100 tonight so that I can head towards Texas to go to the Ron Paul barbecue. I'd like everyone who can go or is already in Texas to go to. It's going to be his 90th birthday party. We're celebrating Ron Paul all month, all the way till August 9th, when is his birthday. So $15 towards the goal. Thank you so much for everybody who supported so far. What did Steve Bannon say? Man, I've met Steve Bannon. I got to tell you, this is the kindest, most gentle spoken, wonderful person talking to him one on one. I loved him. Like, he spent 5 minutes with me asking me about my life. He was asking me questions the whole time we were talking. He did that to everybody. There was a long line of people to meet him, and he spent time asking about the other person. Genuinely great person. But
Yeah.
what does he go on Real America's Voice and say today? Something
anything.
nuts.
He's a know-it-all. He knows some engineering. Don't get me wrong. I give a hat tip for that, but he doesn't know anything about the real world. Doge was, and for any fanboys that still exist, while you're wrapping up in your cape tonight, understand on Doge, he didn't find any fraud. There's plenty of fraud out there. He didn't fraud. This is President Trump's first complaint. Was this all BS? Right, with the Doge. The action that President Trump should be taking immediately, I think, when he threatens to take one of the big programs out of SpaceX, President Trump tonight should sign an executive order calling for the Defense Production Act to be called in SpaceX and seize SpaceX tonight before midnight. Know anything?
Boo,
Absolute,
boo nationalism,
absolute communist.
boo
Now,
nationalism.
Like I said, Steve, I actually really love you. I love you a lot. You're wrong that the government should ever do that, though. Like,
Steve,
sorry, the government
Steve.
should not see SpaceX.
You and folks like Mike Benz, whatever his name is, love the guy, but he filmed himself walking past some type of billboard, liberal Democrat billboard, and flipping the bird at it like ooh, like. And then Steve Bannon, you are reacting emotionally, clearly. Let's be better than the liberals, okay? Like that I think is one of the most legitimate gripes of the libertarians of Republicans, because they act just like Democrats and liberals, but for their things that they really care about.
Yeah, and
On
Steve,
it was militarism and interventionism, and you weren't an American. How dare you not be an American and support this and like it, guys.
1 second. Nelson65, thank you for $5 gift towards my trip. Woo! Very much appreciated. If you're watching on X, I don't believe you. You got to come to rumble.com/liberty tonight to prove that you're human, that you're not just a lurker. Even though I know I lurked on a lot of stuff on X, and I'm a hypocrite there. But
yeah,
dude, maybe just it's a matter of prison changes. Like I met him before prison. Maybe 9 months in prison, stewing on the fact that the liberals threw him in prison, just has him ready to be
my dog. You don't go down. You don't put in time without coming out a different person.
Yeah, dude. Me? He's like,
once you
grab the
army drugs through your anus, you ain't never gonna be the same ever again. Let's just put that. You ever had a cell phone tucked up in your gooch, huh, Brian? Have you ever smuggled in something that you weren't supposed to, it changes a man. Makes you hard, makes you rough, makes you want to nationalize an entire company because they made you mad.
Nelson's saying we're low. I'm saying that my levels look like they haven't really moved. Anyone else? Anyone else besides
Yes,
Nelson
yes.
say that we're low?
Are we low? All right. We got 30 folks in here. I think
Hello,
that's a
babe.
damn record. Welcome to everybody that just
Yeah.
is joining us here in the stream tonight. Come into the chat.
Dude.
Give us a like, give us a follow.
This is the kind of day it is. Kanye West said, "Yo, bros, don't do it. We love you both." And he's right.
Did he really?
Yeah, dude. Ye is the voice of reason today. And everybody was jumping on and saying, like, dude, Kanye West is the peacemaker. He's,
That is insane. There's
Here.
no way. Yay.
bros, please, no. We love you so much.
Kanye.
Kanye, you're the right guy. Finally, the voice of sanity.
Kanye.
Jeremy Kaufman had a good tweet today that I loved. He's like, Elon, are you John Galt? He totally is.
Yes. Yes. Yay.
This is
All right.
Liberty Tonight.
Woo! Where freedom
Where
never
freedom
sleeps.
never sleeps.
Guess what month it is? Guess what month it is? It's Chase Oliver month, everybody. And this is what we do during Chase Oliver month. If you happen across a magical place on the street.
I'm not going to do weird stuff. I'm going to be a man. This is the way I am. I'm not going to do the... You know, the weird thing is the voice. Is there any other group where, like, you adopt a voice when you join the group?
Yeah, that's an interesting group psychology that occurs, right?
Like, I knew people before they were gay and didn't have the voice and then became gay and got the voice. It's a choice. It's like
I guess the next video will make much more sense when we roll to it. I thought you had that queued up, man.
All the colors because it's gay.
Okay.
And I got Skittles because it got a rainbow on it.
Okay.
And I got your cookie cake. It's a be who you are for your
Pride. Thanks. This is my Pride Month. Why did you do this? Why are you doing this?
What? Because you're gay.
Okay.
Happy gay
All
month.
right, Chase Oliver month, everybody. Please,
Tyler.
if you haven't already, please reach out to Chase Oliver. Tweet at him, send him a DM, tell him happy your month. You make us all proud.
Yeah, I don't know what the right thing is to say. I'm amazed that Chase Oliver has not blocked me. Like, he is a true libertarian, being a liberal libertarian. Let's see if that's changed.
So you're saying that gay men can really take a pounding? Is that what you're?
I'd say that I generally don't block people who are just ornery at me all the time. I only do it if they're just like trashy and annoying and scammy. But he hasn't blocked me so far.
He likes taking it on the chin.
I don't follow him. I've gotten in arguments with him on Twitter and he has yet to block me. So 36,500. He ran for president nationally and all he has is 35,000 followers. Guys, that is a failure.
Look. Brian, let's be fair. He went to a lot of gay pride parades to campaign, okay?
And
He
they don't
went to, like,
have
30
X
gay
accounts.
pride parades to campaign for his.
So I bet he's got more than that in terms of followers on Grindr. Is that the right place that you get the followers? My guess is that's probably true. I'm not sure what the right app is. X obviously isn't it. That
Brian
wasn't his
Piotr
place.
getting spicy tonight. Yeah.
Dude, did you see that thing during the Republican National Convention where the guy was on Grindr and saying like within 100 feet and swiping and there was like a ton of choices?
I did see that, and like he was kind of like looking down on his phone, and you almost like would almost expect when he tilts up that like 50 gay dudes are just staring at him because they know exactly where he is. But yeah, there was, I think it was a Republican. She was a Republican something. I don't know if she's a current person or just a staffer, but basically it was saying that nearly every man in DC is gay. Um, so the Bohemian Grove and the other parties, that they start to make a lot of sense, right? Because I know this isn't conspiracy corner yet, but it's layers of what you'll put up with and how freaky and weird you'll be and how blackmailable you are. That's how you gain power in the devil's system. How much power can you turn over, and then you can get his power.
And that, like, the normal way to deal with an Elon Musk would be you bribe them or you blackmail them. Plan A, or assassinate them. Those are the three plans, right? Like, there's not really anything else you can do from inside the government. You bribe them, you blackmail them, or you kill them.
Right.
So Elon cannot be bought, and he cannot be bribed or blackmailed. That it doesn't appear to be. They're gonna have to kill the guy. That is the only option, or he wins. And I'm on the team, let's see him win, because I believe that Elon's been white pilled, that he read Michael Malice's book, The White Pill, and he's like, we are going to go change everything. Shit needs to be fixed. I want to go to Mars. You're not going to let me go to Mars because you're destined to throw us into debt in World War III. And you know what? I'm going to Mars. Damn it. That's
Yes.
honestly what the TISM is doing. Don't get in the way of the TISM.
That's right. TISM is a powerful force. And Fire Waco said some believe Trump is being blackmailed. Yes, I retweeted something that I wrote last year, and at the time and now currently, it wouldn't surprise me if he was deep cover New World Order, like embedded long game, to be the controlled opposition. Maybe the whole assassination attempt, it was 150 yards away with that type of rifle. You should have got the shot off, even if he did move his head. Like, could you have that good of a sniper up there to where they can intentionally nick his ear, and that would really deeply get him in there? Like, you couldn't. They must hate him. He must not be the deep state, or he must not be a New World Order. They almost killed him. Did they? They almost did, but did they almost in purpose almost didn't do it?
Dude, I think they really did try to kill Trump.
Yeah.
But I do think that Trump has made a deal of, like, I really don't care about spending, and I really don't care about your whatever it is you do at the CIA. Just do whatever the hell you want, and I'll give you the money you need, but you're going to let me deport illegals and build a wall and cut taxes and play around with tariffs. And I think that is what he wants to do. And it seems like that is his plan, and there's nothing stopping him from getting in the way. Like, nothing getting in the way of doing that. But it's obvious he really doesn't give a crap about the, like, balanced budget. That's the next guy's problem. He'll be dead by then.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
So
C. Son de Growth says it's painfully obvious we are reaching the breaking point where debt is unserviceable. Congress cannot continue to add to this problem without expecting pushback. Absolutely.
This really is like the last chance to save America. We're not going to get another administration in there anytime soon that's going to be willing to even do a near balanced budget. The Democrats or Republicans are working together to grift as much out of the system as possible as we head towards the cliff. And Elon's the only one with a real big voice, a blowhorn, saying, no, I want America to live. Please stop. Please stop. And
absolutely.
Dude, MAGA on the Trump side is just like, look, we're cutting whatever. It's all lies. This is the most hardcore burn I saw all day long. And that is Ashley St. Clair saying, hey, Elon, hey, real Donald Trump, let me know if you need any breakup advice. And Milo says, oh, honey, do you think you were in a relationship, sweetie?
You were the recipient of a turkey baster. That's what you were.
Oh, dude, that's such a good burn.
You were a capsule for his sperm.
You were not in a relationship, Ashley.
Let's just calm down. I mean, Milo wants to have his baby next, but you're not trans yet, Milo.
Milo himself had a couple of fiery tweets today. One he said was like, "This is why it's not good for there to be two gay dads."
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Big Balls will get his two Christmases. Awesome. Well, everybody, this is Liberty Tonight, where freedom never sleeps. Brian, if you want to jump to worst parking lots, we're gonna do top 10 coming up here after this video, and then we'll roll into Conspiracy Corner. And then after Conspiracy Corner, we'll do the infamous King's Truth or Tale. But yeah, I saw this video and it is hilarious, and I could not resist showing it to you all.
This is the most fucked up parking lots in Houston, Texas. Part 3, fuck you time about. And today, I'm at the corner of Uvalde and Wallaceville at the motherfucking Food Town. Right across the street from what used to be one of the most fucked up parking lots in Houston until I made a video about it and they fixed it. Now I'm finna make a video about this, and you bitches need to fix this shit too on my kids. Now, bitch, before I even get into the potholes out this bitch, can you Food Town motherfuckers please let me know why it ain't no lines for parking, bitch? You don't know where the parking spaces is out this bitch. Motherfuckers just parking anywhere. Can you bitches please get some lines for the parking spots out this bitch, ho? Nah, bitch, I'm about 5'10". And this pothole the size of me, ho. And this bitch right by where everybody gotta drive at, ho. Get this shit fixed immediately. As you can see, you can still see the front door. Because, bitch, I went maybe 5 to 6 feet away from the last big-ass pothole the size of me, bitch. This bitch about wrist deep, and this bitch swimming. Fix this shit. I'm sure you noticed you can probably still see the front door. Because, bitch, I only went 5 to 6 feet away from the last 2 big-ass potholes. Food Town, y'all might be the first motherfucking parking lot with a D-cup broad-shaped pothole. What type of shit is this? It look like this shit got hit with some shit from outer space. It look like a comet hit this hole. Now, bitch, you see how right here, this shit look like 2 completely different parking lots. That's because it is. This parking lot good in Food Town, y'all parking lot fuck the fuck up. Moral of the story, Food Town, fix this motherfucking parking lot, ho. I got countless DMs from y'all paying customers complaining about this motherfucking parking lot. On how it ain't no
Guys, this is how we fix
and
the
how
country.
potholes every motherfucking where. You
They
bitches
shame
got
people
quality
into
meat, but
being less shitty.
Thank you, sir, for being a stand-up citizen. You are amazing. You are going to fix this country. We need more people like you. Just heads up, we are now $20 into the donations to help get me to Ron Paul's birthday barbecue in Lake Jackson, Texas on August 9th. We got a couple of weeks to do it. I'm going to buy some airplane tickets. I'm going to go. Now, let's see what it takes to get to the top 10. Top 10. Top 10.
Liberty Tonight. Top 10 list.
Okay, what is it going to be tonight, King?
Woo, all right. Tonight's list, top 10 reasons Elon and Trump actually broke up. These are things you did not hear in the headlines. We have exclusive backdoor, it is Pride Month, backdoor access to what really goes on behind the scenes in the Trump administration. And this is the top 10 reasons Elon and Trump actually broke up. Number 10, Trump painted the Tesla Elon gave him gold and then hawked it to the Saudis. Yes, he disrespected the Tesla.
Hey, King, you're going to need to do all 10 today because I don't have a link to your top 10.
All righty, that works for me. Number 9, Grok keeps fact-checking Trump's claims about his golf game. Yes, do you really have that handicap, Trump? Let's see what Grok says. Not good. All right, number 8 of the top 10 reasons Elon and Trump actually broke up. Number 8, Trump wouldn't stop referring to Elon as the space bitch.
Yo, space bitch.
Get this space bitch in here. I want to talk about my satellites. All right, number 7, Elon reportedly said it was a shame Melania is no longer within breeding age.
Oh, she might be. We don't know. Those Eastern Europeans. Depends on the radiation levels.
Yeah, chat, is Melania Trump postmenopausal or not? What do you think? All right. Top 10 reasons Elon and Trump actually broke up. Number 6, Doge was the biggest hyped flop since the Segway launch.
Oh, that
That's a
was such a
throwback.
good launch. Hey, man, Segways. What would mall cops have done in the early 2000s without them?
They said it would change the world, and all it did was produce a.
Hey, in high school, I got chased by a mall cop on a Segway. I hope that every good young man did back in those days.
Look, it was all worth it for us to get Paul Blart movie series. Okay.
Oh,
great,
yeah.
great movie series.
What a great series.
All right, top 10 reasons Trump and Elon actually broke up. Number 5, Elon laughed at the idea of building a Trump Tower on Mars.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that, Elon.
He started to calculate how many metric tons he would need to bring up to Mars, and I don't think it's possible. All right, number 4, Trump slid into Ashley St. Clair's DMs after Elon's feud. I did not even know that Ashley St. Clair had said that. So funny. All right, number 3, Trump tried to grab an Optimus bot by the pussy.
Oh, no sound effect for that. That's nasty. That's nasty.
All right.
You
Top 10
nasty.
reasons Elon and Trump actually broke up. Number 2, Elon kept confusing Trump by turning laptops on and off magically.
Oh.
If anyone does not remember that reference,
His son
Trump talked
Barron,
about-
he turned
yeah,
it right
his-
back on. How do you do
yeah,
that?
He's
He's
Trump,
so good with
yeah,
computers.
Trump would say, "Hey, Barron, turn that off." Okay, Dad. He closes it and opens it back. How'd you do that? All right. And the number 1 reason Trump and Elon broke up is because Trump's on the Epstein list.
He is. That's
Yes.
that's what they're saying.
He has not disputed it. It would make sense why Pam Bondi and all these other Pam Bondi said it's on my desk. I'm looking at it right now, and that was a week after it.
Can't you
know?
just redact the one name that says Donald Trump and we'll all guess what it is?
That's not suspicious.
Okay,
All right,
guys.
that was top 10.
That was top
everybody.
10.
Woo!
Let's head to the next intro or transition video.
Liberty tonight.
Is this really
Top
red to you?
10 list.
No.
Okay, it looks normal.
Did you know the entire Earth is $315 trillion in debt?
Whoa.
Yeah. What? Who do they owe money to?
Bro, who are they getting money from?
It blows my mind that first off, you have everything on the planet here to live for free.
You literally have everything you need.
And then you invent a system
Uh-huh.
that creates a deterioration of your own resources
You created a store of value that's literally storing less and less value
every day.
Every day.
And you're increasing your technology, and yet somehow you still owe money to someone, and it's $315 trillion. There's not enough paper to print that much cash. What are they doing?
Dude, Earth is like the worst meme coin. It's the worst.
It got rugged.
Earth is rugged.
Want to know what I found out the other day?
What did you find out the other day?
So
you know
this
the
is Conspiracy
entire
Corner.
Earth
We thought that would be a
is
good, funny intro into it.
315
So we don't have
Liberty tonight.
Conspiracy Corner yet because I haven't been able to make one. I've been looking for a new castle, and I just besieged one, and they finally moved out. So I will have one soon, and I'll make a Conspiracy Corner.
Okay, so the
video.
king is moving. He got a house. Yay, Jordan.
Castle.
You
Castle,
got a home.
peasant. Kings live in castles, not homes like you dirt farmers.
So, as a good libertarian, king of libertarians, did you choose to buy the house with Bitcoin or gold?
Yeah, like I said, neither. I set up a blockade around the castle. I besieged it for many a fortnight, and then they finally withered away and ran away either through starvation, disease, or tunneling out and running away. So, worthy investment. But if I had to barter a trade, I think I would leverage the gold.
Oh, you're gold bug, not a Bitcoiner.
I think Bitcoin going to a 500,000 a Bitcoin, certainly within our lifetime. So I don't think gold has that much
Dude,
of a parabolic.
I met a guy first year at working, like 2012, and Bitcoin just went up to $1,000, and he had 50 Bitcoin. And I was like, dude, you should sell that and go buy like a brand new truck or a house. because it had just gone from like $20 to 1,000. I'm like, dude, you got like 1,000,000% return. Get out of that now. And he's like, no, man, it's going higher. And
Diamond hands.
dude, I want to, I like have lost all contact with him to know, like, did you keep it?
He was kidnapped for his wallet and executed, and now the thief is living in the Bahamas.
Dude, there's so many stories where it's like he lost it, or he got it stolen from him, or like there's so many places where people lose money. What do you think about? Why am I blanking on the dude's name who got set free?
Ross?
Yeah, Ross got 30 Bitcoin given to him.
Yes.
Which is now like $50 million worth of Bitcoin. 30
yeah,
million?
something like that. Yeah.
Tens of millions of dollars of Bitcoin was just gifted to him. And it's like,
that's incredible. Like,
good, he deserves it.
Yeah, I mean, and then you know, I doubt he ever will. Maybe when he's a very old man, but imagine when and if he ever gets his original Bitcoin that was seized. I think that's in the billions. So,
dude,
but yeah, good,
what are the odds?
Whoever that was.
What are the odds he gifted it to himself? Right?
What's that?
What are the odds he gifted it to himself?
Maybe so, but so it came from, because you can see in the blockchain, and it came from what they did. I wonder if that account got like, you know, put all the Bitcoin together and it was like a consortium of people, or it was just one person that was like, here, have 300 Bitcoin.
Dude, or Ross had Bitcoin hidden and he was like, I need a way to get it to myself, so put up like a donation link and then boom. But who knows?
Smart.
I don't know. He's a super smart dude.
We're in conspiracy corner, so it could be. I mean, that makes sense to me. But yeah, so Bitcoin is real money, but our cash is not. And the aliens are very confused about why we are in more debt than we can ever get out of for ourselves.
Welcome to the show, ET host from Las Vegas. Thanks for joining. If you're lurking on X, come to rumble.com/celebrity tonight. Subscribe to the show. That really helps us. And start commenting and joining the crew. This is Conspiracy Corner. We need to know what you think. What do you think about this?
It's a Pepsi truck without a lift gate. You never trust them without the lift gates. It's not what you think inside there. If there's no lift gate, it's run by the government.
Yeah.
I'll get closer and show you.
Thinking like a real libertarian.
Look how perfect it is. What do you think's inside that trailer? Pepsi's? No.
Does government pay Pepsi a royalty?
He won't let me catch up to him. He knows I'm on to him.
Oh.
So you trust a guy who drives 20,000 hours a year, or 10,000 hours a year, whatever he drives.
2,000.
We don't know what's inside.
Yeah, 2,000.
Yeah, 2,000 hours is
okay. Let's not dwell. Let's not dwell on that. Do we trust this guy, or has he gone crazy?
Has anyone heard of this Pepsi truck conspiracy? What does Grok say? Is there a Pepsi truck conspiracy? What do you guys think?
Dude, I think for sure it's legitimate to say that there are security transfers of different things like this, valuable assets, though not nuclear, because nuclear has a whole national protocol for how you transport it, and it has to be open security with like a helicopter. So that's not nuclear. But there's a million other things it could be. It could be secretly a valuable thing. It could just be a company that, like, this could be the thing where it's like valuable company transport, secret transport company, and it could just be like data racks that are worth $4 million, right? Like, we don't know.
Right. Yeah.
But also, there's insurance limits on how much can go on a truck. Because there's a rate of like a truck getting in an accident, you're not going to insure a truck that's got $10 million on it. So
yeah, this says that some people claim Pepsi trucks hide secret microbiological labs to create formulas inducing pre-diabetes. So yeah, like you're saying, it could be mobile It could even be, you know, mobile command centers for military or anything like that. It could be, yeah, you just hide it in plain sight. You're going to attract attention if you've got a, you know, entire motorcade around you. But if you have, you know, for a couple miles in front of you, a couple miles behind you, undercover essentially vehicles that can respond to the truck at any moment within a couple of seconds or minutes.
Yeah, for sure. You could have unmarked security following too. Armed security, right?
Yeah.
I once met a guy who did like security transport, armed security, and he just had a truck with a trailer, and it was all blacked out and armored, and it was like day trips. I can't remember where I met this guy, but it's like, oh, that's an interesting thing. So he'd be like move valuables or jewelry or money from A to B.
Yeah. Yeah, you're in a Brinks truck, you know, you're gonna catch eyes. But yeah, no. It could be anything, folks. This is Conspiracy Corner.
Chemtrails on the ground. Barney Styles, are chemtrails your jam? You believe in them? Let me know. Like,
I mean,
I think we're
RFK
50-50.
is supposed to come out and Tulsi and give us the real deal on this. So in Conspiracy Corner, anything's possible except for rounded edges, because this is a corner, generally 90 degrees. Get your pie stuff out of here.
It was some distance from Ground Zero that a civilian found a passport lying on the street belonging to one of the suspected hijackers.
Sir, we found the passport belonging to one of the hijackers, blocks away from the attacker.
Excellent work, Special Agent. Free the 5 dancers at once.
Sir, what if someone just planted the passport there?
Heck! Nonsense, you fool. We must invade the entire Middle East.
The indestructible passport is gone. Someone took it.
This is AI.
Who is Passport?
Dude, AI
Did he
is
steal
so
and then
incredible.
reverse engineer the indestructible passport of one of the hijackers?
If they made buildings out of passport paper, maybe they'd still be standing. Now I've got to make sure this never gets used the wrong way again.
So many conspiracies wrapped into one video, right?
Dude, so incredible. So incredible that somebody made this video. I'm sure that it took them a few dollars and a few minutes, but it was worth every penny.
Yeah, I mean, if you have the creative mind and you can just figure out the prompts, which if you work with it enough, it seems like you could do it, and you just make each little micro scene and stitch it all together and edit it yourself. I love the idea that things can just pop out of people's heads and become videos like this. I've had so many instances where I'm like, man, if I could somehow produce a video or a cartoon, like I have such a cool idea, but like, am I going to go study film and animation for 10 years before I could do it? But it does open up the question about what AI is capable of.
Yeah.
As seen in this next video.
The king signed a law banning prayer for 30 days. Obviously, I prayed. Let's see how that goes.
All right, guys, it's official. They're throwing me into the lion's den. I'll film what I can, Dre, and if I survive, this is gonna blow up.
All right, welcome to my crib. That one's asleep. That one's just staring at me.
Who had the idea? Somebody had the idea to have this made.
The angry one.
Morning, folks. Still here, and they are too. That one's been staring at
So
me since
creative.
sunset.
Yes.
Starting to think they like me.
All right, made it out. Thank God, literally. If you watch till the end, comment what you think, and hey, maybe I come back if y'all want. Hey everyone, Daniel here. So, the king signed a
it's
law
wild.
banning prayer for 30 days.
What are some implications of this, right? Like, definitely this being used in a malicious way, or malevolent way. What is your kind of opinion on?
We're using it. We're using it like this song, this intro song for Liberty Tonight, where freedom never sleeps. AI, and this was made 9 months ago. It's ancient in AI ages. So like, this show is going to be getting so much better over the next year.
Yes.
We need ideas, and we need to set our budget up for making these. because there's going to be
Yes.
some incredible videos coming out of Liberty tonight, guys. It's
Well, I can't wait to be spoofed. And
not know something's real.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
no one know if it's
that's
real.
me, but I didn't remember saying that. Yeah, it's gonna be wild, folks. Buckle the heck up.
New defense lawyers are just start sharpening their pencils for court, saying, "AI didn't happen. They made this up. That security footage of that guy stealing that Snickers bar, AI." Or even better, like, how many people who are criminals are going to create AI of them at home?
Right.
Or like your defense. Oh, I wasn't there. Here's a security footage of me at a 7-Eleven at the same time, or like whatever. Like, there's going to be so much
Right.
nefarious stuff where it's like, we can tell right now, but we are so close to not being able to tell. So close.
We got some comments in the chat here. We got a peanut gallery over here.
Mhm.
Growth. How about using AI to make those intros? That's what I do use currently. It just takes the king's time. That is very precious to everybody. Barney Styles, move the show to 7 on Fridays. That's my idea. So the reason we consider Fridays, but generally Monday through Thursday. People are going and getting drunk on Fridays and not watching us be dumb on this podcast.
We have discussed moving the show to an early hour. I think that most people start on the East Coast, start to go to sleep pretty early. So I'm not sure if we would gain a benefit. Like, tell us in the chat, like, what would you think? What would you think about, like, Wednesday at 8 p.m., Wednesday at 9 p.m.? Let's just throw it in the chat and use Eastern time so that we don't have confusion. AI is actually 70 Indians in the call center answering questions. That's only in that one case, that company that was faking it, and they went bankrupt. But yeah, sometimes it is. But
right.
those 70 Indians can't compete with real AI. And
that's right.
What's funny is, like, to make this video was like more than some poor African's entire annual budget of electricity. Like this, the world is going to get more unequal, not more egalitarian.
Hey,
but
it sucks to suck.
Sucks to suck.
This is Liberty Tonight, where freedom never sleeps.
I'm
King Liberty.
What's our goal tonight, King?
Our goal tonight is to help Brian Piotr get to Ron Paul's 90th birthday, August 9th, right?
August 9th
in Texas. We're send Brian Piotr to Ron Paul's birthday bash, and while there, he'll do some Brian on the street. Get a GoPro or something, and maybe interview, maybe get some words in with the old man. But to give you guys a vibe of what is happening in the party that's going down for the greatest living legend of Liberty we have. And
thank you, Fiery Waco for the $5, Commode Bear for the $10, and Nelson65. You guys have donated tonight towards that goal. Love to see another $20 tonight. And if you're watching on X, come get in the chat so we know you're alive and not just a lurker. What's
no
next?
one wants to be a lurker. No one wants
Black
to be a
coffee
lurker.
and green tea.
This is the same guy that did the barbecue feet thing, right?
I don't know.
I don't know
what
either.
the barbecue feet thing is.
And cream is over there. You go do all that yourself. Fuck, we look like Starbucks.
Can I get a caramel macchiato with oat milk because I'm lactose
I don't
intolerant?
give a what you allergic to. I give you the coffee and you go gay it up on your own time. If you want to turn your coffee into a homosexual, you do it yourself. We ain't got no English.
Do you think this
muffins,
is
but we got
AI?
ham sandwiches with
No,
or without
hell
cheese.
no.
Wham! All these coffee shops should be ashamed of themselves. $10 coffee. All I charge is $4.67. Plus gratuity. And just a few more questions on the iPad. Hey, it ain't mandatory, but it's strongly suggested. We ain't working for free now. Oh, you like the Wi-Fi? Well, we like when people buy shit. If you bought something, the Wi-Fi name is DeAndre's Good Ass Coffee, password, Swole Pole the Dick Slanger. All one word. If you ain't gonna buy no coffee, you can go shit yourself outside. Bathrooms for customers only, too. Hey, man, even in the coffee shop, baby, you gotta have that fire on you. Bathroom pen is $69.69. Hey, man, quit coming in here asking to start open mic in my coffee shop. Man, nobody want to hear all them virgins telling ass-eating jokes. The people ain't fucking nobody. Hey, and y'all people that be doing that spoken word, that's over with, because them people don't wear deodorant. Listen here, man, I'm tired of the attitude coming from them free bleeding hoes. Ain't no open mic spoken word. Coffee, tea. Coffee, tea. And we got ham
sounds like
sandwich.
Dave
Hey, we ain't
Chappelle.
doing no hip-hop night. SoundCloud don't you, and neither do I. Take that shit down the road to the spot. You can tell them same poems to them motherfuckers while they shave y'all wolf put sad assholes.
Oh man, why don't they have this? Why isn't this shop open in the hood already?
Yes. DeAndre's good ass coffee. I am looking forward to the $4.69 coffee with a mandatory gratuity. All right. We have come to my favorite event of the night. King Libertarian's Truth or Tale. King Libertarian's Truth or Tale. I tell a truth. I tell a tale. You got to tell me which one it is. This is a participation sport. Everyone in the chat play too. I have 4 stories here that either true or false. They could all be true. They could all be false or a mixture of either. And it's up to you in the chat and along with Brian, who does not know if they're true or false. I have hidden this from him. We're going to play and let me know, is it a tall tale or a terrific truth that I'm telling you? All right.
Okay, is it real? Is it going to be real or fake?
All right. First headline. Beachgoers astonished as live cow washes ashore, moose and all. Is this a terrific truth or a terrible tale?
Fake. Cows can't swim.
Beachgoers astonished as a live cow washes ashore, moose and all. In the chat,
cows
tell
don't
me if this
swim,
is
man.
truth or tale.
Cow,
what do we think? Brian made up?
Dead cow for sure, but live cow, no way.
All right, what do we think in the chat? Agora, I want to hear from you. Fiery says they're all true. He's just gonna go in blind. He's gonna go. They're all true. I'm saying true for all of them. What do we think of the chat? All right, this is true. A cow was swept away by floodwaters and was found later alive on the beach, surprising rescuers with its resilience.
No way.
I fooled Piotr. All right. Number 2. Is this a terrible truth or a terrific tale? Trump admin staffers told to sell Elon's gift Tesla as soon as possible. Did this happen? Is this further fallout from the Trump-Elon divorce? Did Trump tell his staffers, get that thing out of here?
No, he didn't.
Or did I make this up?
You made that up.
What do you think in the chat? Did Trump tell his staff to get rid of Elon's gift Tesla?
Barney Styles says he's drunk tonight, and like, hey, this is the right place for you to be right now, Barney. Thank you.
Yeah.
I hope you're influenceable. I hope I make you laugh.
I will have some of my vape with you.
Like and subscribe at the bottom. You got this. Okay, so is it true or tail? True? Tail?
All right, we got Gora true, Barney Styles tail. This is you. Did you say yet?
I said tail.
This is a tail.
Yeah.
Yes, I made this up. But you know, I could be like the Babylon Bee, and it could come true tomorrow. I guess we'll see. All right, number 3. Is this a truth or a tale? European gull screeching competition attracts 60 seagull soundalikes. Is this a true or a tale?
Sounds retarded.
European gulls.
Sure, it's true.
Competition attracts 60 seagull soundalikes.
I think that Europe has enough weirdos for this to be true.
This is like the she's the seashore. All right. What do we think in the chat? Is this true or false? What do we got going on here? This is true.
Oh, snap. It's true.
Competitors from 14 countries gathered in Belgium, figures, to mimic seagulls' screeches in a bizarre contest.
Belgium, you're not even a real country. You shouldn't exist. You're a fake country. Your king.
You're a fake country because the name of your people isn't even Belgians.
Yeah, and you
Belgians.
have 3 languages and different peoples in your country. They don't share a culture. Okay, so you got Belgian waffles. Can you name another thing?
And they're really good at farming. I'll give them that. The Dutch know how to plant a plant, that's for sure. If you didn't feed like half the world, then we would have gotten rid of you a long time ago. But yeah, it's like English and German had a baby, and then somebody clubbed that baby in the head and made it partially brain dead. It's really a bizarre language and a bizarre people, and that's why they're Amish. But we love them.
Yeah, and they got the capital of the EU there, so they're just like a center of bureaucracy now. Get them out of there. Shut them down.
Last for them.
Next
All
one.
right, last story. Is this true or is this a tale or a truth? Skittles runs controversial Pride Month commercial. We're rainbow year round.
Yeah.
Did Skittles do this? Is this true?
Yeah, they
Is
did
it
that.
True or a tale? Skittles runs controversial Pride Month commercial. We're rainbow all year round.
We're Skittles.
Are they-
We'll
are they-
poison
are-
everybody.
Yeah, are they gay 24/7? Is that what they're
Mhm.
basically saying here? Is this true or false? Is it a truth or a tale? For everyone in the chat, you say true, Brian. This is false.
Oh,
It's a tale. I made it up. Ha ha ha.
No, you didn't.
I did, but it sounds believable, and that's why I'm the best, baby. That was King Libertarian's Truth or Tale.
Is truth or tale.
Thank you.
You guys like this bit? You guys like doing this every week?
I fooled you. Huh?
Do you guys like doing this every week? It's one of my favorite games. I like
Yes.
playing it every week.
Yes. I
And
love it.
You're getting pretty
I
good
love
at
it.
writing them, King.
Yes.
Fire
I
Wake
think
said he
everyone
lost
enjoys
again.
it. Something to look forward to.
Kermode Bear said the Belgians got good beer. Yeah, you can take the bear. Yeah, they get good beer probably.
Yeah. As long as it's wheat.
Yeah.
All right. Fire Waco lost again.
Okay, guys, send in your Rumble rants. We'll read anything you write. I'm trying to go to Texas in the summer for the great Ron Paul. May he live forever, as you're supposed to say. The original king of libertarianism.
That's right. I am his successor.
We did this we did this last week. People pretend to come in and hurt the owners, and the dogs just sit there and eat.
Yeah, no, they're not passing up some good meat.
What's the right dog breed? If they did this video with a pit bull,
Yeah, the pit bull
There'd be
would
dead
flip
people.
out and gnaw their faces off. What did you think that little dog was gonna do? And it's a puppy. Come on. Oh, the husky.
hey,
kinda did
good job, Husky.
Yeah. At least he tried.
You see, you know what we haven't talked about, guys? How many of these dogs have been neutered?
Oh,
This is-
do we want to weave back to conspiracy corner? Do you have dog balls conspiracy? Go
This
for
is
it.
this
Let's
is
do
the
it.
awkward elephant in the room. You guys
Okay.
cut these dogs'
Elephant
balls off at 6 weeks, and now you're videoing taping the fact that they got neutered.
You're wondering why they have no balls when they have no balls.
You literally took all the testosterone out of their body. That dog would have been a different dog if he'd had all his parts.
Well, I think that's kind of the point.
That is
you
why you
want
do
a
it, right?
Testosterone fueled death machine roaming around your house.
Yeah, you
Most people
neutered
don't.
you neutered the dog so that it could come inside and snuggle with your kids.
Right.
That comes
Yes.
with the consequences that it's no longer
of it being a pussy, a giant,
yeah,
a giant pussy that would rather chomp on sweets and snacks than save you.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you want a guard dog that has balls, let it keep its balls.
Mm-hmm.
But I think female dogs would be even worse. This is the culture couch. Let's roll it.
Culture couch. Yeah, you could name the dog Eunuch. Dude, I want to do that now. Oh man, my wife just said dog eunuch, and that's just made me think you could actually name the dog eunuch, and that would be a great name for a dog. And every single time you get to explain it to a stranger, oh yeah, we cut its balls off, and so we named it eunuch.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
Poor little guy. That's like if your dog didn't have a dad and you just named it Bastard. Yeah. I know, right?
Oh man, or if like your dog got out one night and then you had puppies and you have no idea who the dog's dad is, and yeah, you call him Bastard.
What up, Bastard?
What up, Bastard?
This is Culture Couch, and the reason we brought this up is because I originally saw somebody retweet this and say, "Cool, what's their hourly rate?" Basically implying that they're expensive because they're white Americans, and it sparked somewhat of a conversation, obviously, about because George Alexopoulos, who got the guy who writes those cartoons or draws those like digital cartoons, he says, "Just say what you want again. You just say you want slavery again. Everyone already knows it." So, are these guys going to be more expensive? Yeah, because that they're going to demand a wage that is typical for an average American to be making, even if they're younger. Like even if these guys are young guys that just want to have a job and make some money, $20 an hour, maybe $30 an hour, they're still coming in way over those Mexicans, the illegal immigrants. Like, so Brian, what do you think? Should we get to a point where there's such slow illegal immigration that people are basically forced to pay more for services like this? Do we want that economic trade-off for not having cheap labor? Is it right? Is it correct? Is it moral? This is the types of things we tackle here on Culture Couch. What do you think, Brian? What do you think in the chat?
I hate the class system where I have taxes and I pay them and I don't get the benefits, and then people come in here and immediately collect benefits and pay no taxes, and then work under the table and continue to get SNAP and continue to get welfare and continue to get Medicare insurance and just don't report cash at the end of the day. And like we have this outside of the system labor force. Let's get rid of all of our welfare, Social Security, Medicare, and everything, or we keep that and we get rid of the people working outside the system. I don't see a way to have both. Having both is unfair to everybody. It also leads to exploitation because landlords take advantage of illegal immigrants by saying, "Oh, I'll deport you. I'm going to raise your rent," like force them into situations where they don't feel like they can negotiate contracts fairly. They're getting paid cash, but they're also not insured and covered. And if they get injured, they're just like, take care of it, Medicare, right? Like they're not being taken care of. Unlike fully bonded and insured people doing things above the board.
The only thing pulling people from other countries into this country, legitimate incentive of work, right? So
yeah,
and without the welfare but I still think you need some sort of filtering mechanism at what you would call a border into your society, just to catch the criminals and like I don't want somebody that's coming across to live in our community. Like, what do you have to offer? Well, I'm addicted to crack and I just want to be over here now. Like, no. Like, even in a society where you eliminate the incentives to come that are artificial and you open the border to anybody as long as you have a legitimate reason to come through, there still has to be some way to determine if somebody's legitimately coming in or not.
We either got to give up on the United States and go to 50 states where we have to impose actual laws and a system that works and functions for everybody. I'd prefer a private libertarian system, but if we're going to have a government system, I'd also like that to be functional, right? Trustworthy and functional and efficient. If I can't have that, let's just not have it at all.
Yeah, I could buy into the idea of government being an agnostic referee, essentially, where the rules are very clear and very simple and very limited, and that everybody is treated under those together equally, and not necessarily because you like the rules or anything like that, or what your stance on is, but it gives everybody the rules to the game to play. And if you're constantly changing those rules to the game to play, you're not giving everyone you're meddling in the society unwarrantedly. But to be a platform that society can sit on, where everyone has a co-equal and enforced set of rules, to where if anyone breaks those rules, there's some kind of consequence. They're pulled out of the game. They're put in the penalty box. So yeah, can you replicate that in a totally private society? It depends on incentives. It depends on how what those mechanisms are for reconciliation and the enforcement mechanism of those. But you either have to have a governmental system, or you have to have a completely private system, to where anybody has complete domain over their own private property, and you come together in consortiums to push out bad actors by collectively boycotting people that break the rules of your society. That's essentially how it would have to work. You have to ostracize and collectively boycott individual people that are bad actors in your society.
King, I feel like we're on the culture couch, but we went on a little weave towards the tism. And
Yes,
too much tism does kind of ruin the show. I do believe that not everybody is ready for the tism at all times.
You know, the king must educate when he can.
He must expound and proselytize freedom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Liberty.
Where freedom never sleeps. Thank you all for supporting my show. Thank you for the Rumble rants that you have given. I'm going to Ron Paul's birthday bash, August 9th. Love to earn another $20 of your comments. Any crazy thing that you write on a Rumble rant, I will read. And if you're lurking on X, thank you. There's several thousand views on this X post. I know there's at least one of you actual real people that aren't just bots, or maybe OnlyFans scammers or crypto scammers. There's somebody real watching. Come to rumble.com/Liberty Tonight. Tell me who you really are. Come and join the chat and be a real friend of the show, just like the rest of us. I see Barney Styles saying that bitches be crazy. Not all of them. Some of them are absolutely fantastic. Barney Styles says he's not autistic, but he's a little autistic. We all are a little autistic, I gotta say. You gotta rhythm with the tism, you know? You gotta turn it into a song and dance.
Yeah, this is why I make such a good benevolent dictator, a head of state for libertarianism,
we love
so to
you.
speak. The torchbearer, the light on high that guides all things. I proudly do not have the tism. I am very neurotypical, but I love to represent such a large group of socially inept people. Let me help you not be so weird. Let me help you not be so
Whoa, who you calling weird?
Repulsive.
We're building the world.
Yeah, so libertarians tend to be repulsive. Just step back. Let me represent you as your benevolent dictator, and I think we'll make it all good. It'll be okay.
Yeah. So comic book fans are furious. Why are they furious?
The White Black Panther.
They pulled a Disney in reverse. You're not allowed to do the reverse Disney. The reverse Disney is a dangerous move. Never worked before. I don't know if it's gonna work this time.
Man, they really. This is interesting. I mean, this is equality, right? Like, if that's what you actually want, and if there can be a black Snow White, then there can be a white Black Panther.
Rules are rules.
He's actually half black still. The mom was white, so I mean, it's Barack Obama is Black Panther.
Yeah, we've had one half of a black president. I hope that someday in my lifetime that we get another half, like Ben Carson. I'd take Ben Carson. Thomas Sowell's super old. I'd still take him as president. Thomas Sowell, you can be 105 and I'll still let you be president, man, forever.
Yeah.
They did a Black Spider-Man, and I thought that was fine. I thought that was actually a good movie. Watched it with my kids.
The drawn one.
Yeah, the cartoon one.
Yeah,
It was actually a
no, those
decent
were good.
movie.
Those are good. Yeah, like
Wakanda's not a real place. You can have a white Black Panther. No.
you're not disrespecting an entire culture that doesn't exist.
Yeah. Dude, there's a tweet of like, look at Chicago versus Wakanda. It's like, okay, man, you go to Wakanda. Let me know. Do they granted passports these days?
I would love to see it.
Yeah. So next up, I'm actually doing this.
This is my major, so this is like.
What does that mean? What's W?
Women's Gender and Sexuality Studies.
Oh.
So like this is.
What kind of job are you gonna get with that degree?
Yeah, like literally. I mean, but for real, like I literally that's like I mean, I don't honestly know. I mean, I just know that I want to support women's rights in this world. I just know women's rights, queer rights, all of.
You were mentally ill and you're being scammed into a $100,000 dead end.
Okay, everyone in the chat, let me know. Do you think that this is a man or a woman?
Because I mean, specifying women's rights because.
So would you oppose?
Honestly, I haven't figured it out yet.
If you knew a baby in the womb was going to be trans, would you think it's okay to abort that baby if the mom's like, I don't want a trans kid?
Yes. I mean, it's her body at the end of the day, it's.
Say we come up with some genetic sequence that we can say this dispositions a person to be trans. You don't think it's discriminatory and wrong to be like, I don't want to have a trans kid, so I'm going to kill it?
I don't think it's discriminatory and wrong for the simple fact that, I mean, the child hasn't been born yet.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards a guy.
You think my vaginal canal is magical? My 6 inches of my vagina somehow makes a clump of cells
in the case of something
into a
like
baby?
this, like
that passing through my vaginal
there
canal
even before
labor.
the trans and whatever move, like there have been people, even Mad TV, they had a classic skit. It was called Pat. And it was this character where you heard the name was Pat. It was a gender neutral name, and you couldn't really tell if it was a man or a woman. That was the whole joke of the skit. So these people exist where there are truly people that I think are very close to being kind of in the middle. Obviously, physical biology, the hip size, the genitalia but like as far as maybe the mix of hormones that they got going on or brain chemistry or whatever, but there are people that are like real, like on that line just naturally, or maybe it's the atrazine and microplastics and
dude, it's just it's honestly
radiation.
Like obesity does that. Like as you get big enough, the gender portions of you all become tiny little fractions, right? Like because the man gets boobs and the woman's boobs, like it all just becomes a big blob. So like the race, don't get obesely fat, people. If you need help, DM me. I will help get you fit. We can do this.
We can do it.
Don't become like Pat or that man that we just watched. Be healthy. And also that involves mentally healthy, and that means you don't get a gender studies degree.
Yeah, and yeah, the fact that he whatever is just like, yeah, because you don't like, if you don't want a trans kid, you can kill it. That's fine. Well,
dude, that's always been the argument. The argument going back like 30 years. What if we found a gay gene? Can you abort the baby?
And they flipped out. You're gonna abort gay babies. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine now.
Like, honestly, like they haven't found a gay gene, and this hasn't happened, right? But China doesn't let you have ultrasounds because they will kill the girl babies.
They still do that?
Yeah, they still do that to this day. You cannot get an
even though they don't have a one-child policy.
You cannot have an ultrasound to find out the sex of a baby, because they'll abort the girl babies in China. Yeah, still to this day, it is a liability to have a daughter. So we live in a world where lots of babies around the world are killed because they're girls. And I think that more people should focus on that instead of Rainbow Road initiatives. So talking about the murder of women in China would be a good thing for you to spend your time doing. But anyways, you're only going to hear that.
Baby. We got a good culture in the West that we don't murder based on gender.
I bet some people still do. Like
in West? Well, I mean, yeah.
You can find out the gender and then you can decide to support the baby. I just hope that number is very small.
This is a first.
So this is why you never want to be a landlord. And when people say there's money in real estate, you got to think sometimes there's money in real estate and sometimes this happens.
Oof. Is this the culture? I mean, when it looks like you haven't showered in days, and you've got the purple pink hair and the septum ring. Like, I've always wondered when you see those people in the street and the videos, they're screaming, Elon Trump, Nazi, free Palestine. They've got the armpit hair. They've got the sweat. They've got the stank.
Communist flag on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Dead goldfish. Oh, it's alive.
Yeah. So this is the opposition here, folks. This is how they're living. They're not doing well. That's the one thing we need to remember. Yeah, a pentagram. That's good. They aren't well. And we need to do something about it. I don't know what, but this is filthy. And I don't think it's, I would imagine that this is not an exception for somebody in this particular group of people.
The solution is obvious. We all know what it is. You shut down public schools. Problem goes away. Shut down public schools, all these problems will disappear. I honestly think that will happen. I mean, I'd also pair that with take away internet access to kids under 18. Like, you just don't get the internet until you're 18. You're going to program yourself with weird crap. You don't get to do it. Sorry. It's like giving a kid a gun. You don't do it. Like, It might turn out well or it may not, right? So just, you got to be 18 to get access to the internet, and you don't get to go to public school. And these problems just disappear.
That's right. Barney Style says, never allow the argument to be about when life begins. Make them argue about when human rights begin. Zygotes are obviously alive. Yeah, man. Whoa, man. Yeah, Agora. Whoa, man. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. We're in the middle of Culture Couch, and this is Liberty Tonight, where freedom never sleeps.
I'm taking a moment to go share our show with my friends. I would love it if all of you guys went and shared it on any platform that you use.
30 minutes left. Let's blow out this last part of the show.
Yes,
Culture
sir.
Couch and then America the Beautiful.
Yes, sir.
You don't ever have to worry about me cheating. I'm with you for a reason. I want you and only you.
Thank you, feminine. Thank you, wise lesbian. Thank you, microwave Justin Bieber. Ellen the genderless. Thank you, Uncle Lesbian. If a vape pen was a person, someone please just date this woman. I beg you. I'm now straighter today than I was yesterday. Thank you for the daily affirmation. Scissoring Socrates.
We date.
Once again,
You don't ever.
AI is pretty crazy amazing that somebody copied and pasted the lyrics and turned it into the song. Good work, somebody.
Yeah. Although I've seen these videos before too of like they'll have the video and then there's like another video running either beside it or behind it. Like, are we at a level of attention span where you need two separate videos going at once just to keep your attention? What do you think, Culture Couchers?
What'd you say? What'd you say? I forgot. I wasn't paying attention. I'm just kidding.
It doesn't even
I'm
matter.
just kidding. You were talking about attention. I was messing with you. Oh, man. She was a thief. You got to believe she stole my heart and my cat. Are we moving into America the Beautiful yet? We're in.
Let's see.
No, we're still
No,
going.
not yet. No, we got a couple more. We got two more these next two videos, and then the transition.
Reverence towards government, the feds. They won't say the feds. I say that, but the institutions of government here are their own special. It's like a secular religion to a lot of people. Like you know, even pledging allegiance to this flag, and you go into a government school, and it's got like this president couldn't tell a lie. You know, things that are clearly like way over the top. Yeah, and I've always likened it. I got this from a friend, Tom Woods. Imagine if Walmart ran the school system rather than the government, and they had pictures of the founder of Walmart on the wall, and then the various executives through the decades, and you're like, well, this founder was great because he couldn't lie. You know, you'd look at it and go, that's crazy. You're saying this about men that owned a corporation?
Yeah. You know, human beings will make anything into religion. Could be drug use,
that's
could be
pretty
gambling,
much
could be
they go on, but
it's true when you see.
Yeah, what do you think of that, Brian? And that's statism. That's what libertarians have talked about a long time. It's like the government and the bureaucracy is its own religion. What do you think as the resident Christian?
Dude, 100%. People will turn anything into a religion. There's no way to not, like, there's no true atheism. Human beings find a God. It's like built into our genetic code. I believe we were designed that way, but everybody finds a God. Like, for you to be an atheist, you believe in the Big Bang, that everything came out of nothing. Like Joe Rogan had a clip where he said, like, I'll stick with Jesus. You're going to end up believing in something. You abandon church and God and community, and instead you find a new community with a rainbow flag. That's just an alternative church. That's all it is. It's got its own in-group and out-group rules to follow. Everything. It's exactly the way that the church is, or church is supposed to be. Used to get shunned and get a scarlet letter and all sorts of things from a church in your community. And that's what it is in any other community that doesn't have God. Like, people find other things. I mean, all the way to it being an actual, like, crazy cult that drinks the Kool-Aid. Right? That's just like what happens if you put a small enough group and a charismatic leader together. I feel like your
personality, cult of personality, cult of personality.
So are you gonna have a cult someday, King?
I already do. It's called my reply guys on X. What up, cult?
Dude, who's your reply guy? I'm a reply guy.
Because I'm a benevolent God. I'm a benevolent God King. I want you to thrive. I want you to prosper so that you can then take a part of your alms, and pay tribute to your king in the form of Rebel Rants, or buying our delicious coffee, or getting a Gulf of America a towel, or any of the awesome beach gear we have at forlibertyshop.com Go to forlibertyshop.com, top right, search Liberty Tonight, go to our exclusive collection of great gear. We're on the back half of the show here, so we appreciate everyone joining in.
We're raising every last dollar to put me in an airplane seat to go see Ron Paul have his 90th birthday, where I will record several pieces of content for this show from that event. I'll see who I can interview, what kind of shows I can get on myself. It's going to be great. Barney Styles is going to join the cult. Thank you so much, Barney. I'm going to stick with Jesus. It's way better. Not going to drink the Kool-Aid, but I will drink some whiskey barrel aged coffee, which everyone says is fantastic. We want to be your drug dealer of choice. I want you to be highly caffeinated. You got to wake up early tomorrow. You might as well support a great show. If you're staying up late getting drunk, we have the whiskey glass for Liberty Tonight. We've sold about a dozen of these. There are people out there with these. Beautiful. I'd put it on a shelf. Like, I would have a liquor cabinet with a set of these on a shelf. It'd be beautiful.
Yes.
Anyways, let's get back to the show.
It's breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. President Donald Trump's aides have scheduled a call with Elon Musk for Friday morning. All right. So are they going to squash the beef? Are they going to bury the hatchet? Are they gonna let bygones be bygones? What do we think in the chat? Are we gonna have a grand reunion, a lovers quarrel, a 24-hour fight where they come running back into each other's arms? And who knows? Maybe Elon will come this time to the White House with an Optimus bot to say, you know what, Trump, here you go. I gave you a Tesla, Mia Copa. Here's an Optimus bot. And kiss the ring and go on. Don't cut my government contracts, Trump, please.
So I've seen talks with Ukraine that go nowhere, and I've seen talks with China that go nowhere, and I've seen a lot of talks this year go nowhere. So 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna give a 90% chance this goes nowhere.
We'll see.
I think maybe they could just agree to disagree. Maybe.
Yes, it
Like,
says,
not attack each
the
other.
call is scheduled to quote broker a peace. So yeah, if magically Elon's tweet about Epstein list gets deleted, I think we know what happened. But I do, man. I think that this is possibly a clever ruse to bait out the Democrat Party and liberals even more about the Epstein list specifically. But I don't know. Yeah, I feel like he's on the list, but once you see it, it's like, oh, that it's innocuous. Yeah, technically he's in there, but it's just because they were both billionaires in New York, and like you can't not bump into each other every once in a while. Not like they were like, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe this is a real
I don't know.
spat here.
I think that Trump, Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, George Bush, they all had the support of people who also supported Israel. And Epstein obviously was an agent of Israel. So it seems likely that it's just as possible that Israel is saying you can't release it because it might hurt Israel. And whatever his name is, spent hundreds of millions of dollars on behalf of Trump. And so Trump might be hearing from him, we can't hurt Israel. They're in a war with Gaza, whatever. Like, so I could see another storyline. But
Zero
Trump,
Hedge just dropped. It said pretty good risk odds return here. So it's the latest chances from Polymarket. Will Trump and Elon publicly reconcile before July? It is currently at a 45% chance. So the odds are about 50-50 that they will kiss and make up before the 4th of July.
it sounds like they're selling dollars for 45 cents over at Polymarket.
Yeah.
You can go buy as many dollars as you guys want for 45 cents on Polymarket.
There you go.
Yeah. There's no way they reconcile.
Yeah.
There are.
What do you guys think in the chat? Are you
You name me a country
if
that's
you had to
never
put a
been
dollar on
colonized?
it tonight, would you bet they will or will not before July?
They can't quit each other. Beck Nasty, you believe in love.
Never been colonized.
Yellow?
Can you name me a country that starts with A but doesn't end with A? Name a country that has never been to war.
USA or Germany.
Name a country that has
Germany.
never been bombed.
Probably like Japan, maybe Iraq.
Excuse me, sir. Can you name me 2 countries in Africa that start with the letter A? No. What do you think is the oldest language in the world? What do you think is the oldest language in the world?
Happy birthday.
What is the most
my
bombed
God.
country in the world?
Bombaklat.
Can you name me 3 countries that start with the letter R?
What is it? What is happening, Brian? Is this in your opinion the average person in America?
No, it's not the average person. This is just you.
Is it just mall goers?
Yeah, dude, this is just you going out and asking 1,000 people and collecting the the 10 dumbest responses and putting them in a video. And that is always been true, that you can find stupid people. There have always been stupid people.
Speaking, if you talk to 100 people, you're going to get 10 70s and below.
Dude, if you go to prisons, the average prison population IQ is 85. A large portion of the reason why you get into prison is you're just stupid. Like, if you're stupid, you got a good shot of going to prison. It doesn't mean that everybody who's stupid is going to prison, but everybody who's in prison is stupid. So
yeah, except for old Andy Dufresne.
And if you're smart and you go to prison, you're in a white collar prison. You get to go where Martha Stewart went, which is a different thing. So yeah,
Old Andy looked like a stiff breeze could blow him over when he first got to Shawshank Prison.
Next. And that was before breakfast.
Dude, Shawshank has 3 women roles, and their dialogue adds up to a total of 1 minute and 7 seconds.
Yes, I've seen that. Why was Shawshank Redemption such a great movie? Because it was 99% men talking. Oh.
It was a great movie. Guys, it's a prison movie. Joseph over on YouTube saying most people are retards. Yeah, Joseph, come over to rumble.com/Liberty Tonight and subscribe. That's what you got to do. Leave YouTube. They're just going to ban us eventually, so might as well.
Do you enjoy your work?
Oh, yeah. It's honest work, and no one talks back.
What do you think of King Henry?
Oh, well, he's very committed to marrying.
How's the health situation looking?
Well, everyone I saw yesterday is dead today. So,
how do you respond to the witch accusations?
If I were a witch, you'd already be a frog.
What's the biggest challenge for a noblewoman these days?
3 hours to get dressed, and still no pockets.
How's business?
Flour shortage, the oven is cursed, and rats. Lots of rats. What's life like for a farmer right now? Hard work, sore back, but the soil was good this year. Might even eat something with meat next week.
Man.
So incredible.
AI, everybody. Elon should try to stay off the ketamine for the call. Yeah, that's right, growth. Look, Elon has a condition, okay? His neck hurts, so he's got to get blasted out of his mind on K so he can function. Don't be ableist, or I don't even know what that would be if you're against people doing drugs, but whatever that is.
Dude, I just think it's like beautiful. I think this is the beautiful chaos that we always wanted as libertarians, that we've been dreaming about for 50 years. That the business as usual, giant tax bill, giant raise the debt ceiling, spend money on everything is going to at least see a little resistance. And that's what everyone wanted. The Democrats and Republicans are in let's screw America together, guys, the way it's always been. And Elon Musk turns out the right number for FU money is around $200 billion. And at that level, you really can just be like, yeah, I think you're retarded and you shouldn't do that. And that's bad for this country. And it's incredible. It's beautiful. I love it. It's a big, beautiful tweet. That's what Elon did today.
Prime, baby. Prime. We are getting into America the Beautiful. Again, we don't have a intro for this segment. But
so we should sing
America, America, you are so beautiful to me. This is where we showcase really the prime rib that is the American culture and events and things like that. And the first one we have is why cute dogs make America beautiful.
Oh boy.
Big asshole. Look at the white dog. He's like, ooh.
They're silent. They know they're in trouble.
Oh, he's like, oh God, Dad's gonna be mad. Dad's gonna be mad. He's like, what did you do, bro?
Dude, I think that's so
It's so funny.
I had a dog growing up that ran to see you at the door every single day, except for when she did something she knew was wrong and she was hiding. So like she ate food off the kitchen table, and then you had to go find her, and she was just like curled up in a ball, like too ashamed of what she did. Wouldn't stop her from
Dogs make
doing
America
it.
beautiful.
Given the opportunity, still doing it, but have regrets.
Yeah.
Shame. Shame.
Got 15 minutes left.
15 minutes to go.
No way. I just let it go in front of me.
$1 million prize to their 1 millionth customer.
Excuse me, sir, would you mind if I went before you? I just have this pineapple real quick. I left my dog in the car.
When our Spy TV agent cuts ahead of this shopper, it's party time.
You really didn't want to say yes, but...
Our guy is the millionth customer. Unfortunately, there's no prize for customer 1,000,001. Let's bring in the fake news crew.
I'm Brenda Epperson reporting live
Dude.
for News 3.
If the news crew's there immediately, you're calling the bluff immediately. You're like,
This is a big surprise.
I'm not
you
buying
are
it.
Smith's 1 millionth shopper, and you, sir, have just won. Are you ready? $1 million.
No way. I just let it go in front of me.
You just won $1 million, sir.
You gotta be kidding me. I just let him cut in front of me with the paper final.
We're just sitting there.
They were
you're
kidding
like,
you.
You know, I only have $50 in my checking account, and I gotta get these damn groceries, and I want to buy some cigarettes. You just mind your own damn business, and this, you just missed out on $1 million. Good
Yeah.
pranks like that. Good
Dude.
wholesome fun.
You know how we're gonna save this country? Elon's gonna take over the Libertarian Party. You're gonna appoint your dukes to different seats in power. Elon's gonna put them in power, and we're gonna dismantle DC from the inside out.
Correct.
Yeah. And
That's
then
how it's gonna work.
And then this next joke, everybody. It's funny now. When our grandkids are grown up, they're not gonna get it because there's not gonna be an IRS.
How much? I don't know. Oh, okay, I owe nothing? No, you do. Okay, how much? I don't know. Habibi, who knows? Ideally you, sir. How am I supposed to know? Well, you gotta do your calculations. Oh. We have tools for that. Yeah, why don't you use them then? They're for you to use. Why me? It's your taxes. Yeah, but you want some. Oh yeah, we do. Habibi, what if I don't pay? Well, we take your stuff. Yeah, take my stuff, I'll buy more. You also go to prison. I don't want to go to prison. Then do the calculations and pay. Oh, Allah, what if I make mistake? That's tax fraud. But it's mistake that you made. How will I even know I make mistake? We'll let you know, don't worry. Ah, so you do know how much I owe? No. Then how will you know I make mistake? We have tools for that. Then just use the tools, ya hamar. They're different tools. Also, I'm not getting paycheck now. I'm living on saving. Oh, you're getting paid cash. What? We know. We know that. We got tools for that.
Dude,
yeah, it is quite ridiculous.
This is how the IRS works. IRS, those criminal crooks. Y'all are all crooks. You IRS agents that are watching this show, quit. Quit, guys. Go make penance. Go dig wells in Africa because you have to make up for the rest of your life what you've done as a tax collector for the IRS. This is Liberty Tonight.
What you have done.
I'm going to remember at the end of this show. Fire Your Waco, thank you for giving $5. Kermode Bear, $10, and Nelson, $5. I am going to Ron Paul's birthday party, and I'm going to make some great content.
Let's go.
Give me some more. Help me get there. Pay tribute to your king. Thank you so much, everybody. This is where freedom never sleeps. We are every 10 p.m. on Thursdays right now. I saw several comments. Let us know if you want us to move it earlier or different days. We're open. I'm not going to make any changes immediately. And there's only a few minutes left in the show. Only a few incredible videos. And then, of course, Peasant of the Week. Who do you think wins in Gator versus Croc?
Ooh.
Dude, Crocs are so aggressive. I'm glad
They
we don't really
stand
need
up.
that. Alligator had him for a second.
They get up. You know?
Oh no, look at all the blood.
Dude, these are two dinosaurs. This is what
Yeah,
it looked
they're
like.
battling it out, man.
We can see what it looked like when when dinosaurs used to fight. It wasn't Jurassic Park all
Yes.
quick and fast.
Yeah, the crocodile in particular is very dinosaur-like. Holy crap. It's got like arms, man. It's like whew. What do you guys think about that? So I think the croc handily won on that one.
I think they both just
Oh.
they both got good bites, but
I guess technically only in America that can happen, right? This is the only place where we have crocodiles and alligators. So America the Beautiful, we have fighting reptiles, miniature dinosaurs roaming our earth right here in America, fighting each other for our entertainment. America the Beautiful.
okay. Missouri Veterans Hall spends 3 months fixing their roof after a car crashes into it, only to have another car crash into it right before reopening.
New video of a crash that defies belief, and this has happened before.
We come down here and the car's embedded in the building again.
For the second time in 4 months, a car launching off this street in Excelsior Springs, Missouri, crashing through the roof of a veterans hall. Surveillance video shows the
Incredible.
car driving off the cliff, then flipping.
Can you
onto
imagine that
roof.
conversation with your
Debris flying
insurance
over the
claim?
building, the impact so violent,
Trying to explain
the
what happened
engine
and be
was
like, no, we
thrown out of the car.
we
Dude,
already
the
paid
engine
this
got
claim.
flung out.
We already paid your claim. We already redid the roof. No, sir, another car flew into my building.
Yeah, I think you look at the road. Why is there not a barrier there, dude? Like you're literally like launching people off clearly into a building over that railing, over that sidewalk. Yeah, people must be it must not be properly marked to slow down that curve's coming up. Yeah, if you're on your phone scrolling TikTok and you're not watching for that, yeah, you're going over that, and they did. Yeah. You want to do one more, or you want to go ahead and do Peasant of the Week? I am, of course, ready, because you, of course, know who it is.
To be Elon.
Of course. Yes. Since we're here, Peasant of the Week is Elon Musk. I mean, how could it not be? The man who stood up on principle, who has essentially joined sides with Massey, who was just not too long ago himself under fire from Trump for also not endorsing and talking shit about the big beautiful bill. So I love this, that Maha people, the RFK folks, the health folks, the libertarian, like Elon can be switching sides. He was Trump, and now he's more in this freedom, Congress kind of area. Coalition, get together with things you think are right. You can be individualist with things. I like this. I don't like this. I like this. I don't like this. And it could be about the same person. It doesn't matter. Either say you love or hate outcomes or things that happen. So Elon Musk, for taking $150 billion valuation kick in the chest from SpaceX after already losing all this money with Tesla and all the terrorism you had to deal with, you continue to be fearless. You are probably my greatest peasant. So congratulations, Elon Musk. Keep it up, and yeah, we'll talk soon.
All right, everybody. This has been Liberty Tonight, where freedom never sleeps. We will be back at 10 p.m. on Thursday, every Thursday night, here on Rumble/Liberty Tonight. If you haven't, please subscribe to the show, like it. Really helps our metrics, really helps it if you share it with one other friend that you see this week. It's like inviting your friend to church. It helps grow the church. Well, but this is just inviting a friend to watch the show with you. It really helps grow the show, and I'm very thankful to have you here. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. This has been Liberty Tonight.
We started with a spark.
Girlfriend, excuse me.